What's the deal, world? You saw right there, they said Francisco Lindor struggling against righties. I think everybody's going to have a little bit of a struggle today. As we kick off episode 10, it will be Senga versus Strider. We've got ourselves a matchup of two aces as we're broadcasting live from Cobb County, Truist Park, in beautiful Georgia, as we get a comparison real quick of the seasons last year for both of these starters. Of course, Spencer Strider was on his job, but even he didn't have an impressive ERA, as much of an impressive ERA as Senga, with just under 3. This is going to be a good battle right here. We got the Mets and the Braves, both teams at 6-4. It's the 11th game of the season, and it's right here on BYC Gaming. We appreciate everybody that taps in, whether live or on the playback, as we get a look at Spencer Strider's numbers on the season. 1.69 ERA, along with 2 wins in his 2 appearances.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
All right, so let's get it cracking. Brandon Nimmo going to start things off for the Mets. He takes a slider upstairs, and we are underway here in Georgia. So good pitch from Strider right there. He's got a fastball, 4-seam and 2-seam, a circle change, as well as a slider.
1-1.
Right there, that changeup is going to be low. 1-1 count. Shout out to everybody that's been tapping in with the New York Mets franchise series. As we said, 6-4 on the season. Looking to take 2 away from the Braves, but that's not the way we're going to want to start things, as Brandon Nimmo goes down on strikes. First out here in the first inning. All right, fastball on the outside part of the plate to Starlin Marte. As we now got ourselves an 0-1 count. Ooh. Try to do something with that one. Ended up fouling it off. We now got an 0-2 count. Strider with the pitch.
1 ball.
Upstairs and away. One-two count here. Ooh, nice slider. Not able to time that one well enough. And it will be strike 3.
Jeff McNeil.
Hey.
All right, shout out to Goldos. Might be pronouncing your name wrong. But shout out to him on YouTube. He said, man, you got to get Martinez in your lineup. And I'm not going to lie, I agree with all of y'all that's leaving those comments out there. But in the words of Kevin Hart, the way our bank account is set up, we do not have the funds to sign Martinez, at least at the number that he wants. So maybe we'll go back and offer him something lower. Maybe he'll just take the contract so he can get on the MLB roster. 2-2 count here to Jeff McNeil. Slaps this one down the first base line. Matt Olson gloves it. And the Mets are retired here in the top of the first. We've got Harris, former Met Guillorme, and Acuna due up. Here comes the man with the plan, Senga. 22 Ks on the season so far, striking out half of the batters that he sees. That ERA very low at .68. This has been a very good start for Senga as Michael Harris steps into the box. Senga starts him off with a fastball. Strike 1. Mets look very good in their previous game against these Braves. Check that episode out. We got a lot of cool stories with some of my history with the Atlanta Braves. Since we've got 2 good starters in here, I think today we're going to get some top 5s when it comes to pitchers, as we got a 1-2 count here against Michael Harris. Harris swings through the forkball. Alvarez throws it down the first, and that's the first out here in the bottom half of the first inning. So we get a look there at Senga getting the K. As we said, first out here. So I said I'm going to do some top 5 pitchers. I think we'll start with Mets pitchers, as former Met Luis Guillorme now down 0-2 against Senga here. The pitch,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
low and away. Forkball misses. This time it's a cutter. Comes across the plate, swung on and missed. Second K of the game for Senga. All right, so top 5 Mets pitchers. Now I'm trying to think, should I just do who's the top 5 best in my opinion as Ronald Acuna now steps in, or should I just do my top 5 favorite? I think we'll do top 5 favorite instead of pitched in the Mets uniform. I think we'll do no order as well, as we try to retire the Breeze in order here. 1-2 count to Acuna. Yeah, let's do no order. At 5, first name I'm gonna throw out there. Like I said, no order. I didn't mean to put 5 out there, but I'll say Oral Hershiser. Those of you who haven't seen him pitch, check his days out on YouTube with the Dodgers, as this one's popped up. Alvarez gives chase. He's going to catch it right in front of that netting behind the plate, and the Mets will get out of the inning. So far, we've listed Hershiser. We're going to list Alonso, Lindor, and Alvarez due up from the Mets when we finish that list.
Leading off for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
All right, in steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 6 home runs on the year, 12 runs batted in, 405 on base percentage for the perennial all-star first baseman. He takes a fastball for ball 1. So Oral Hershiser definitely in there for me. Enjoyed his days pitching. I'm going to include relief pitchers in this as well. I know who my favorite is, so I'm trying to fill in the blanks until we get there. Probably could have this guy higher if it was a ordered list. Pedro Martinez, man. I think Pedro, along with Randy Johnson, who we'll probably hear on my top 5 overall pitchers outside of the Mets, as Alonso draws a walk there. Pedro and Randy, two of the greatest, probably the 2 greatest pitchers I ever saw play. Shout out to Pedro Martinez. I got him in my top 5. As Francisco Lindor steps in, puts a good swing on this one. It's going to be playable for Harris in center field. He catches it, retires Lindor, and we now have 1 out here in the top of the second.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Another pitcher. I'm trying to think who I can throw in here without forgetting some legends. I'm going to be honest. I know this guy kind of broke a lot of Mets fans' hearts when he left for Texas, but I got to say Jacob deGrom, without a question. Jacob deGrom was my favorite Met for a long time. One of the best pitchers to ever wear the uniform. Just to throw an honorable mention in there, because I didn't necessarily see him play much with the Mets. I saw him play with the Yankees. But shout out to Dwight Gooden. He is a legend in New York, as Alvarez fouls that one back. Now to the top 2. I know I said it's not in order, but these guys are my 2 favorite pitchers to ever put on a Mets uniform, as Alvarez has now worked this count even at 2. Count now full, as that one misses low and away. Pete Alonso going to be in motion here on the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss from Alvarez, and it's a strike him out, throw him out. And that's a good job by the Braves setting down the Mets with a beautiful strike him out, throw him out. So my top two pitchers is we get Matt Olson stepping into the box now. Two-time Gold Glover, batting .395 on the season. First guy I got to mention is Al Leiter. Al Leiter was a dog, man. Nasty lefty. Pitched one of my favorite games that I watched as a Mets fan when we played the Cincinnati Reds in that playoff game to make it into the dance that year. We were tied. Al Leiter put on a show in that game. And that's the reason I got to mention him, not just because of that game, but because of his overall consistency.
That's the ball.
As the forkball misses for Senga. 1-2 count. And when it comes to consistency, we have seen nothing but that from Senga since this year kicked off. Beautiful pitch by the Mets starters. That slider absolutely confuses Matt Olson, and he's down on strikes. So for number one, like I said, this is not in order, but I'm telling you, this is my guy. This is my favorite Mets pitcher of all time. He was a closer, always was consistent, came in and shut the door when we needed him. Played a long time in the blue and orange. Who else could it be but John Franco? If you've never seen John Franco pitch, I suggest you go check him out. He had a lot of energy. That was my guy. As Ronnie Mauricio reels that one in, and the Mets now have two gone here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. Shout out to Top Dog Tim. We went to the Mets game 2 seasons ago. We went to the whole series when they were competing against the Braves to make it to the playoffs. And I'm not going to repeat what Top Dog Tim said about Ozuna, but it was funny. I'll just leave it at that. Here we got a 1-1 count. Senga looking to get out of this inning without giving up any more hits, any more runs. And I took the wrong route to get to that ball, but that's going to play out in our favor as Ozuna thought that Nimmo wasn't going to be able to make the play, but instead Nimmo picks that one up, makes a good throw to Lindor. Great tag by Lindor right on that right hand, and we're out of the inning. So I got an achievement for that. Throw a runner out while going for extra bases. And that's going to be called got to be quicker than that. Everybody out there in the comments, let me know what trophies and achievements you've unlocked in MLB, the show, since it's dropped. Here's a man who's been on fire since we've been kicking things off in this Mets franchise series. He's leading things off here in the top of the third. DJ Stewart. Got himself in a 1-1 count. .320 batting average for the season. 4 home runs. Good enough for second on the Mets. 1-2 count now to Stewart. Slider inside and at the knees. 2-2 count. Spencer Strider has been solid, the same as Senga. And right now he's worked himself back into a full count here. Good job by Stewart in this at-bat. Payoff pitch on the way. This one slapped the opposite way. Probably could have taken that one for ball 4. Solid piece of hitting though. It's going to be hit right to the left fielder, Williams. And we got one out here. Here comes Ronnie Mauricio. Young player with his second start here in this season. And he looks at a fastball from Strider. Nasty changeup. Totally fooled by that one. And the count 0-2. Throws the same pitch again. Mauricio not fooled this time. 1-2 count to the young second baseman. Good piece of hitting by Mauricio. Wish that one could have stayed fair. Possibly had a chance at extra bases right there. Instead, we'll do 1-2 all over again. Good location on the fastball. Thought it was going to fall out of the zone. Instead, it's the fourth strikeout of the game for Strider. Incest Brett Beatty here. 2 outs here. Beatty takes a fastball. Beatty been solid in that 9 spot. 1 home run, 4 RBIs on the year. Strider in the 0-1 count.
Ball 1.
Misses with an 85-mile-per-hour slider. Strider with the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Upstairs goes that fastball. 2-1 count.
Ball 3.
Strider up to 41 pitches already in the 3-1 count. Brendan Nimmo in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss on a beautiful changeup. Full count again. This time to Beatty. 2 outs. Couldn't watch that fastball go by me as we did with Nimmo and Mauricio. We're going to slap it to Austin Riley. That'll be the 3rd out here in the 3rd. Albies, Murphy, and Williams due up for the Braves.
Leading up for the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Instead, Ozzie Albies fouls that one off. 2-time Silver Slugger. Second baseman here for the Braves. Albies going to swing through a nasty slurve right there. 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cutter going to miss inside. 1-2 count. Senga with the count in his favor. Gets Albies to foul off another fork. 1-2 count. Ooh. That one smoked down the line. Gonna be foul. Albies fouls off the slurve. Good at bat here between these two. Another foul ball. Just can't seem to retire Albies here. 9th pitch of the at-bat on the way.
That's a ball.
And he does not give chase. 2-2 count now. Senga finally gets Albies to put it in play. It's going to be grounded to the second baseman, Mauricio. And that'll be the first out. All right, so I gave you my top 5 Mets pitchers in no order. Oral Hershiser, Al Leiter, John Franco, Pedro Martinez, and Jacob deGrom. Now let's do my top 5 pitchers just in MLB history that I've had the pleasure of watching, I should say, pardon me. As we got a 0-2 count on Sean Murphy. Murphy fouls off a very tough forkball right there. And the count remains 0-2. Senga gonna have this one popped up. Alvarez, well, he was gonna catch it, but Senga calls him off and reels in the second out there. I already said Randy Johnson and Pedro Martinez, whether that's Boston Pedro, Montreal Pedro, New York Pedro, whether that's Seattle Randy, Houston Randy, Arizona Randy, definitely not Yankee Randy. But that's definitely my top 5, my top 2 guys. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of mad at myself for not including Johan Santana in my top 5 for Mets pitchers, but I guess I'll include him in my overall top 5. He was very good with the Mets. You know him. I mostly know him for his days with the Twins. As we got a 1-2 count here against Williams. Grounds this one to third. Beatty makes the play. Oh, he threw He threw Pete off the bag there. That's going to be a throwing error on Beatty. Good job there by Beatty making the play, but just a little anxious on the throw. And that's going to keep this inning alive here for the Braves. 1-0 count to Michael Harris, who fouls off a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. One-two count, popped up in the right field, deep back there. Marte is going to get under it, and that'll be the end of the inning. We'll hear the rest of my top five, and we'll also get a chance to see Nimmo, Marte, and McNeil for the Mets.
Leading off for the Mets, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So as expected, we've got ourselves a pitcher's duel here in Atlanta. Spencer Strider starts off Brandon Nimmo. His second at bat with a ball upstairs. So as I was saying, Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, no question, that's my two favorite pitchers I've ever seen step on the hill. Like I said, didn't give credit to Johan as one of my top 5 Mets pitchers. So I definitely will go ahead and include him in my top 5 overall pitchers. Can't forget Mariano Rivera. I mean, one of the nastiest pitches in baseball, that cut fastball. As there, a four-seam fastball misses for Strider, and now he has the second walk of the day. Nimmo on base here with Marte stepping into the box. But that cut fastball, it was nothing like it. I hope I can pick up Mariano in Diamond Dynasty this year. As Strider now steps in. Throws a nice changeup right down the plate. Marte gives a look, watches it go by, and we got an 0-1 count here. So we got Johan, Randy, Pedro, Mariano. Trying to think who else I can include to round out the 5. Just thinking of different pitchers that have come across this game. 2-1 count to Marte. I'll be honest with you now. I know a lot of people don't like this guy. He's said some questionable things. He's done some questionable things. But when it just comes to, you know, getting on the hill and pitching, I got to give credit to Kurt Schilling, man. Phillies, Diamondbacks, Boston, wherever he was at, he was very consistent. And right now, there's something consistent happening in this inning. First 2 batters reached base on a walk. And now the lefty, Jeff McNeil, going to step in with Brandon Nimmo in scoring position at second. Okay, we're going to be late on that fastball. And it's going to be an infield fly. Yorme will make the catch regardless. First out here in the inning. Instead, Pete Alonso drew a walk in his first at-bat. That time he's going to take a changeup for a ball. Spencer's got to be like one of the few people besides Aaron Judge that I've seen rock that 99. And they wear it well. Speaking of 99 mile-per-hour fastball swung on and missed by Pete. Runners take a lead. Spencer Strider scares them back. Can't seem to catch up on that fastball here. We got a 2-2 count. Got to try to make Spencer Strider throw some all-speed pitches. Good job fouling off that 2-seamer by Alonso there. 2-2 count. Oh, tough one to lay off. And we did just that. And it will lead to the 5th K of the game for Strider. Here's Lindor. He steps into the box, instantly gets plunked. And now we'll load the bases here for Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez has been solid, driving in runs this season. Big chance for the Mets to take an early lead here against Atlanta. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Will be called for a strike. Big opportunity for the Mets here in the top of the fourth. Slider hits his own. 0-2 count here. Good job fouling that off. Let's step out the box. Here we go. 0-2 count. That one misses low. Count now 1-2. Shout out to Overstand to Understand. You see it, boy. We need Frankie Alvarez to come through right here in this spot. 1-2 count. Ooh. You talk about wicked. Nasty changeup. That will set the Mets down. They will strand 3 runners there in the inning. Strider has still yet to give up a hit here as we move on to the bottom of the fourth. And as we always say at this time, this is not John Boog Shambi. This is not Chris Singleton. It's your boy Beisbol. You rocking out with BYC Gaming, New York Mets franchise, episode 10. This is the 11th game of the season. Both of these teams coming in at 6-4, tied in the NL East for the lead. The Nationals are also in the mix right now. Spencer Strider going head up with Senga. They have both pitched very well in this ball game. Yet to give up a run or many base runners for that matter. And it's just straight up stalemate as Guillorme now with a 2-1 count fouls off the cutter. Count will now move to even at 2. Guillorme has some of the most impressive highlights I've seen with the Mets, and I mainly say that based on what he did at spring training. Do any of you out there ever remember seeing it on TikTok or Instagram? I was actually watching this game. Luis Guillorme caught a bat with his bare hand, and right there, Lindor makes a nice play, retiring Guillorme for the first out here in the top of the fourth. In steps Ronald Acuna, one of the best players in baseball right now. A lot of people were lobbying for Acuna to be the cover athlete of the show 24. I'll be honest, I was one of them. I think Acuna had a great season last year, and I think he would have been a good choice for the cover athlete, but I have no problem with Vladdy being on the cover. He's also a great player, doing great things up there in Toronto. Acuna fouling that one off. Of course, his brother, part of this Mets organization. Very possible that we can see him this season. Right there, Senga sees a forkball going to the dirt. Count even at 2 as Acuna fouls off the slider. We check in on the Brewers and the Reds. It's a 1-0 game in Cincinnati.
I got 3-2.
3-2 count now. As Senga unable to set down Acuna on the forkball. Payoff pitch on the way. It's going to be popped up. Senga going to call out where it's at. Beatty will call for it. And there's now 2 outs here in this bottom half of the 4th inning. Coming up to the dish now is Matt Olson. He struck out in the 2nd on a wicked slider. Let's see what Senga does here as they face each other in this one. Matt Olson going to send this one deep into the crowd, and the fan going to just nonchalantly make a one-handed grab out there in the outfield. 435 feet later, it is a home run. Matt Olson puts the Braves up 1-0. So that really hurts. Not only because we had 2 outs there, but also because we just had an inning where we had the bases loaded and we couldn't get any runs across. Whereas Olson comes up to the plate and just puts a massive swing on this baseball. And just like that, the Braves take a 1-0 lead on the 435-foot homer from the Braves first baseman. That's probably the first good swing the Braves have put on the cutter today. It's right there. Austin Riley swings through a fastball for strike one. Senga quickly has Riley down 0-2 here. Senga now going to throw his 60th pitch of the ball game. It's going to barely be hit. Lindor's going to make a nice play on it, throw it to Alonso, and now we'll retire the side for the Braves. But before that happens, Matt Olson puts a big swing on the bat, continues his hot start to this 2024 season. Braves up 1-0.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 29, DJ Stewart.
1-0.
All right, here comes DJ Stewart. He takes a 96-mile-per-hour fastball from Strider on the inside part for a ball. Count now even in one as that 97-mile-per-hour fastball scorches by Stewart. 1-0 ball game. 69th pitch is nicely fouled off there from Stewart. 1-2 count. Got to be wary of that changeup. That pitch is nasty, and he's gotten a few of our hitters on it in a 2-strike count. That time he's 6 with the fastball, 98 miles per hour. It's going to be on the inside part of the plate for a ball. 10 seconds to throw here from Strider. He goes with that changeup. Thankfully, we're able to somewhat time it. Foul it off. 3-2 count remains. Another changeup. Another foul ball for Stewart. 3-2 count remains.
We got time.
All right, here comes the payoff pitch again from Strider.
Nope, that's ball 4.
That time Stewart won't budge. And we now have another walk here for Strider. 4 walks and a hits batter. But still no hits for the Mets, as we are now in the top of the 5th.
Nope.
Mauricio going to look at a changeup low. Has there ever been a pitcher? Nah, that was a dumb question. Never mind. I think I answered my own question. 1-1 count here. Ooh. Thought about giving chase. Let that fastball go by us. 1-2 count here. No outs in the 5th. Mauricio fouls that one off. 1-2 count. Fastball misses way upstairs. Strider having some control problems here in the last 2 innings. Good job by the Mets, making him throw a lot of pitches as well. 2-2 count. There's that changeup. Nearly got Mauricio to chase, but we're aware of it now. Full count here. And there's another walk. So same way that Strider did in the previous inning, starting off with 2 straight walks. Now Brett Beatty going to step in. He lined out in his first at bat. He's got DJ Stewart on second. He's got Mauricio on first. Oh, man, I'm kicking myself for that. Same as Jeff McNeil. We swing at a first pitch fastball, getting us to pop out. And there's now 1 out in the 5th. Good job showing patience there from Nemo, taking the first pitch for a strike. Good hit from Nemo. It's going to be right into the glove of the first baseman. Good hustle by Nemo, making it down the line and beating the throw to first. See, he's in a foot race with Strider there. He's going to beat him to the bag. Now Marte gonna have a chance to drive in a run here with 2 outs. Oh, we did it again. Changeup gets us to chase. Popped up the first base. Matt Olson makes the play. Very disappointing at bats that inning for the Mets. Still no hits in this game. Braves lead 1-0.
Leading up for the Braves, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
All right, in steps Ozuna. He's going to take strike 1 from Senga. This one hit deep to center field. Brandon Nimmo going to get under it and retire the first out here in the 5th.
The batter, number 1.
So got to wonder how much longer the Braves are going to stick with Strider, as he's now getting closer to 80 pitches as we get ready to come into the 6th here. Still has yet to give up a hit to these Mets. We got a 1-1 count to Albies here.
Ball. 2-1.
Slider gonna miss low. Senga, only mistake in this game, giving up that shot to Matt Olson. Right now he's worked the count back even to Albies. Comes with a slurve right there, 82 miles per hour. Fouled off. 2-2 count remains. This one grounded to second. Easy play for Mauricio. He makes a throw. And there are 2 gone now here in the 2nd.
Murphy.
Sean Murphy fouls off the first pitch he sees into the seats. Murphy, an all-star last season for these Braves, as he's now in an 0-2 count here against Senga. 71st pitch on the way. It's fouled off. Murphy looks a little anxious to swing. Senga looking to take advantage of that. Throws a slider on the outside part of the plate. That one fouled off. 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can't get him to chase the fork. 1-2 now.
3.
He will swing through the slider, swing and a miss. Senga has been solid. He needs the Mets bats to wake up. Good part of the lineup coming up with a chance to do that. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up.
Leading off for the Mets, the designated hitter, Jeff McNeil.
So I'll make a correction. Thought Spencer Strider was inching closer to 80 pitches. He is actually at 86 now after the fastball misses upstairs. Energy very low. Still throwing gas though. As that one tops out at 96. Mets still looking for that first hit. 6 runners left on base, despite not getting a hit in this ball game. Braves have 2 hits. One of those 400-plus foot home run from Matt Olson. That's why the game is 1-0 here at this point. 3-1 count. Last 2 innings, Strider has started things off by walking the first 2 hitters he sees. Has a chance to do the same here against McNeil, but instead he's going to serve up a fastball, and Jeff McNeil's going to send this one off the chop house, and the Mets have tied this game at 1 on a big swing from Jeff McNeil. So this has been a pitcher's duel, but 2 swings from McNeil and Olson have this game knotted up at 1. Good job by the flying squirrel right there to send that one, like I said, off the chop house. I mean, that's a bomb. Almost as long as the home run we saw from Francisco Lindor in game 1 of this series. 412 feet. Smashes off the glass. And that's going to be it for Spencer Strider. So he loses the he loses the no-hitter, loses the lead, and loses his role in this game. He's going to come out. We'll see who the Braves go with. Solid start for Strider, but he was going to walk out with a no decision here as we get ready to get a look at Ronaldo Lopez. It's going to be his 4th game of the season. That ERA through the roof, and the Mets looking to add on to that 10.80 ERA. Good man for that job. Pete Alonso now stepping into the box. Gonna take a first pitch strike. On 1 count. Lopez now ahead against Pete Alonso. Joe Jimenez getting warmed up in the Atlanta bullpen. Alonso, 0-2 count here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Takes a 99-mile-per-hour fastball low as we get a look at the pitch repertoire for Lopez.
Nope.
A lot of all-speed stuff. That one barely misses. Lopez does not like the call. Count even at 2 here. As we'll get one more look. Fastball, slider, circle change, and a 12-6 curve.
We got full count.
Right now we got a full count here against Pete Alonso. Lindor's on deck. Mets locked in a tie with the Braves. This one's going to be roped. Is it going to stay in the park? It's going to be over the head of the left fielder. He's going to give chase and finally get on it. That would have been a triple for most guys, but it's a bullet. So Alonso only able to get a stand-up double out of it, but he put a good swing on that baseball. Lucky that one stays in the park. Left fielder gave a good chase there, but that will be a stand-up double for Pete Alonso. I'm gonna be honest. This would be if this was like the 7th or 8th inning, I probably would go with a pinch runner here. We'll keep Pete on second as Francisco Lindor steps in, looking to give the Mets the lead right here as we're going to get ready to warm up some arms in the bullpen. Oh, 1 count here to Lindor. Try to put a good swing on that baseball, but instead he's late on it. Lindor now in the 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Changeup is low and in. 1-2 count to the Mets all-star shortstop.
That's a ball.
2-2 count now as the circle change misses on the outside part of the plate.
3-2.
Fastball now misses away. And yet another full count drawn by these Mets hitters. Payoff pitch. Going to be grounded to first.
Got him.
I want to call that a productive out as Lindor hits it to first. Pete Alonso going to move to third base on the out. 1 gone here in the top half of the 6th. And in comes Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 2 with 2 Ks on the day. So he is definitely due for a hit here. Fastball going to be low. 1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0 now as another scorching fastball comes to the plate. Missing on the outside part of the plate. 2-0 to Alvarez. It's now 3-0s. They're looking like they're going to pitch around Frankie. 3-0 count. Not sure if we should give him the green light here. Fastball there on the 3-1 count. Probably shouldn't have. Hey, if he didn't have the green light on 3-0, shouldn't have had the green light there on 3-1. Lopez gets Alvarez to chase. Full count now. Going to be late on that fastball. And the 3-2 count will remain. Lopez with the payoff pitch. He's going to walk Alvarez here. That'll put him on first. Now a chance for a double play opportunity for the Braves. But they've got to deal with a hot hitter. DJ Stewart steps into the box. 0 for 1 on the day. Lined out in the third. Drew a walk in the fifth. He steps up now here in the 6th inning with a chance to give the Mets this lead here.
Inside, ball 1.
Curveball misses inside. Lopez now up to 21 pitches. 22nd will be on the way here. 1-1 count. There's that changeup. These Braves pitchers excel at that pitch. 1-2 count to DJ Stewart. Stewart mistimes a high changeup. Able to foul it off and stay alive here in this at bat. Mm. 100 miles per hour, triple digits, upstairs, laid off for a ball, 2-2 count.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now that one's gonna miss away. Mauricio's on deck. Stewart at the plate here. Payoff pitch.
Ball 4.
And that one's gonna be a walk. So the Mets have been very patient in this game, and their patience has led to another bases loaded opportunity here. We got 1 out. Alonso at third, Alvarez at second.
Ball.
DJ Stewart's at first, and the young switch hitting Mauricio at the plate here. He's ahead in the count early, 1-0. Lopez still throwing gas. He's going to throw this one going to hit this one to center field. Oh, Pete Alonso gets tagged out. I thought he had a chance to at least beat the throw, but Michael Harris throws out Pete Alonso at the plate. That's a big double play for the Braves, but McNeil strikes with a home run. Mets tie the game at 1. Stranding runners on the bases again, though.
Leading up for the Braves, the left fielder, Luke Williams.
All right, so Luke Williams comes to the plate. First pitch he sees is popped up to Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso makes up for a little base running blunder.
Center fielder, Michael Harris.
Here comes the man that threw out Pete on that aggressive run, Michael Harris. As Senga gets him to swing there. 0-1 count.
Ball 1.
Senga misses upstairs with the fastball. Nice cutter right there.
2 strikes.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 count. Forkball going to be grounded down the line. Good job by Pete to stay with it. Good job hustling back to the bag to retire the speedy Harris. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Guillerme steps in. He'll receive the 80th pitch of the game for Senga. Another strike. Oh, 1 count. Fastball misses upstairs. Senga gonna miss low with the cut fastball. Guillerme gonna look. at strike 2. 2-2 count.
3-2.
Slurve gonna miss low. Let's go ahead and try to get him out here. 3-2 count, payoff pitch on the way. This one's gonna be roped into right field. Tough decision right here. Do we keep Senga in the game to face Acuna, or do we bring in a new arm? Acuna's popped up twice today. I think we're gonna give him a chance to get this out. Shout out to Byron BDB in the building. You know what I mean? Right now we taking on your Braves. We got a 1-1 game, 86 pitch on the way from Kodai Senga. Those a nice strike right there to the 3-time Silver Slugger. Oh, 2 count now here to Acuna. 1-1 tie. Senga looking to finish another strong inning of work, trying to make it through 6. Acuna barely fouls that one off. Here's the pitch from Senga. Ooh, just misses there. I see you, BDB. You can root for these Braves, but this is a Mets franchise series, which means it's going to be all Mets all day. Might have spoken too soon there as Acuna roasts that one in the center field, and that's going to be the end of the day for Senga. Can't risk Matt Olson coming up here. Let's go ahead and bring in Jorge Lopez. Great day for Senga. He's going to be responsible for the 2 runners on here in this situation. In the bottom of the 6th, we do have 2 outs, but a good day from Senga.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 73.
All right, in comes a guy who's been one of our best relievers this season, Jorge Lopez. It's going to be his 5th appearance of the season. Has yet to give up a run, hoping he can keep it that way here. He's got a tough matchup against Matt Olson. And let's see what he does here as Acuna's on first. On second is Guillerme, who kept the inning alive by drawing a walk. Excuse me, got a hit. 97 miles per hour, and Olson staring at it. 1-4-2 on the day, excuse me. For Olson, he's responsible for the only run the Braves have gotten across the plate here. Lopez quickly got him down 0-2 here. Olson batting .700 with runners in scoring position. That doesn't even sound real. He's going to hit this one down the line. It's going to be hit to Alonso. Alonso's going to have to flip it to Lopez very quickly. Thankfully, we are able to get out of that inning. Good defense from Pete. Good pitching from Lopez. The Mets make it to the 7th with a tie game. Beatty, Nimmo, and Marte due up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 68, Tyler Matzik. Leading off for the Mets, the 3rd baseman, Brett Beatty.
Nope. Outside. Hey!
All right, Brett Beatty steps in. 0-for-2 on the day. Got himself in a 1-1 count against Tyler Matzik. Beatty going to ground this one to Albies. It's going to go right to the glove of Olson. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. All right, here comes Brandon Nimmo. Has a walk on the day. Hits pretty well against lefties. We could use a hit right here. Can't lay off the slider. It's going to be strike 1.
1-1.
Comes back with another slider. It's going to miss on the outside part of the plate. As we're going to get a quick look at the pitches from Tyler Matzik. Fastball, slider, and curveball. So what you see is what you get. Not much deception from the left-hander. Fastball misses inside for ball 2. Nimmo and the Mets plated 1 on 2 hits. Also with an error in this game. Foul ball, nice glove work by Olsen, but it will be nothing more than a strike. 2-2 count here to Nimmo. Nimmo fouls that one off. Mets have left 9 runners on base. Definitely crucial here. 2-2 count to Nimmo. Puts a good swing on the baseball, but it's going to be right to Matt Olson. And that will be the second out here in the 7th. Imstes Marte, another guy that hits very well against lefties. Facing Matzik here with 2 outs. 1-0 count. There you see he posts a .273 batting average against southpaws. Tries to drive that one, but it's fouled off. Good swing time, and I just don't get it with MLB The Show. 1-1 count here. That swing was a little early. Marte in a 1-2 count here.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fastball on the outside part of the plate. 2-2 count.
Full count.
Count now full. Jeff McNeil on deck. Starlin Marte takes the full count pitch. And he's going to draw a walk. Mets have done a very good job of that. Maybe not the best job of plating runners or getting hits, but probably the best thing we can see right here. We're not going to face a lefty with McNeil. He hits well against righties, and he's going to face the righties. Iglesias, who's going to make his 3rd appearance of the season here. McNeil already has a home run on the day. That coming off of Spencer Strider in the 6th inning. He's going to stare a 95-mile-per-hour pitch in the face, and it's going to be ball 1. Okay, good swing from McNeil. No need to be greedy and test the arm of Acuna. We now got 2 runners on now with Pete Alonso coming to the plate here. And that's a good piece of hitting by Jeff McNeil, putting that ball where there is no fielder. Acuna fields it, and now the Mets have 2 on, 2 outs here. Tying run at second. Pete Alonso has a double in this game in the 6th. Big opportunity here for the Mets. 2 on with 2 outs. That one's going to be ball 1. Let's see if we get a look at the pitch repertoire one more time. Circle change, fastball, sinker, and a slider for Iglesias.
2 balls, no strikes.
He throws that one low. Pete Alonso now in a 2-0 count. Lindor on deck if necessary. 2-0 count. Pete tries to catch up with the changeup. Fouls it off. Let's see what pitch Iglesias goes with here. It's going to be a changeup. It's going to be on the outside part of the plate. So if he doesn't want to load the bases here for Lindor, he's going to have to give us something to hit. And I'm expecting either a fastball or a sinker right here in this 3-1 count. Instead, it's going to be a changeup, and it's going to be a walk. So I'm going to assume Iglesias wanted no part of Pete Alonso right there. Now Lindor is going to step in, looking for some late game heroics here in the 7th. 2 outs and the bases are juiced for the 3rd time for the Mets. Fastball gets by Lindor, who is 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts in his career against Iglesias. Pretty decent piece of hitting from Lindor, but it's not going to stay in. It's going to stay in the air long enough for the left fielder to field it. The Mets do it again, leaving the bases loaded. The Braves get out of another one. Let's stretch.
Leading up for the Braves, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
All right, so in steps Austin Riley.
0-1's the count.
He'll face Jorge Lopez.
Oh, that's out.
He's throwing some gas right now. That fastball can go all the way up to 100.
Ball inside.
Right there, clocks in at 99. 2-1 count to Austin Riley. Swing and a miss to the Braves slugger. And a nasty slider upstairs and away. That will retire Austin Riley on strikes. We'll get one more glance at that. Good pitch there from Lopez. And the Braves down. 1 out here. So you see crazy spin rate on that one. Nothing that Riley could do with it. Ozuna steps in, fouls one off there. Another foul ball from Ozuna. Now he's down quickly here. 0-2.
Ball down.
Nice curveball there from Lopez. Just barely misses. That was a good pitch. Ozuna showing good patience, good eye. 1-2 count. Lopez comes back with the same pitch. Beatty knocks it down. Makes a good throw to first. We got 2 retired here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes Albies to the dish. 0 for 2 on the day. Takes a sinker for strike 1. Now 0-2 count here. The pitch to Albies hits him. Lost a little control in the curveball there. That'll bring out Sean Murphy now. Runner on first. Albies has decent speed, not the biggest stolen base threat. So we're going to just focus on getting this out right here. Very surprised that was not called a strike. 1-1 count to Sean Murphy. We just said Albies not much of a stolen base threat, but he takes off there. Murphy fouls a 99-mile-per-hour fastball into the seats. 1-2 count here. Lopez going to have Murphy staring at another sinker. And now retired aside. Mets doing a good job keeping this game close. Let's see what we can do here in the 8th. Jorge Lopez came in the game and has been nothing but stellar. Tie game in Cobb County.
Leading off for the Mets, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
All right, here comes Francisco Alvarez into the game. He's going to take a fastball on the inside part of the plate for a ball. Alvarez has yet to get a hit in his career off of Iglesias. Swing and a miss there on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Alvarez now fouling off. The changeup, 0 for 2 for Alvarez on the day. He has reached base on a walk. 1-2 count here. Ooh. Stays alive by fouling off the changeup. 1-2 count. Now moves to 2-2. As that one misses high. Got to watch for the changeup here in this 2-2 count. Instead, it's a fastball. Swung on and missed. 3rd K on the day there for Alvarez. That was a good pitch. Good location. I easily could have taken that one. May have been called for a ball, but too close for comfort. Swung on and missed there. In steps DJ Stewart. After the K, slider, slap foul. 0-1 count. Somehow not able to catch up with the fastball there. That's a good swing time, and I don't quite understand what happened right there. Good swing timing does not result in good swings, as proven by that 0-1 pitch. 0-2 here. This one cut on early, popped up to Acuna. He makes the catch, and we've now got 2 outs here in the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Hasn't been much run support for the Mets here. Mauricio drops down a bunt. Riley was right there on it. 0-1 count here. Now 1-2 count. 21,728 fans in attendance to see the Mets and the Braves here. This one hit the shallow center. Michael Harris gives chase. And we got the third out here in the 8th. Luke Williams, Michael Harris, and Guillerme due up here for the Braves.
Leading up for the Braves, the left fielder, Luke Williams.
Williams going to start things off with a shot in the left. That'll be a base hit, and there's some decent speed on base to get things started here for the Braves. And that will be the end of the day for Jorge Lopez. In comes Brooks Raley. Raley going to throw a first pitch sinker to Michael Harris, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Definitely going to need to keep him off the base pass, as we already have speed on base with Williams. Quickly, it is an 0-2 count here against Harris. And that slurve on the outside part of the strike zone is going to be popped to left. Routine catch made there by Stewart. There's now 1 gone here.
Now batting, shortstop, Luis Guillerme.
All right, Guillerme steps in here. Whew, I'm glad that went foul, because that would have been trouble. Another one hit the opposite way, and another one caught by DJ Stewart. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Good job by Brooks. Coming in this game, getting 2 quick outs. Now another tall task here against Ronald Acuna, who's 1 for 3 in today's ball game.
2-0.
Acuna lays off the cutter. 2-0 count. That one is roped down the line, but it's going to go foul. Raley in a 2-1 count. Gets Acuna to foul that one off. 2-2 count now here to the Braves All-Star. Got a man at first. Let's keep him honest there by throwing over the first. Raley with a 2-2 count against Acuna. Acuna's going to hit one, and it's going to get over the outstretched hand of Pete Alonso. We throw it home. Runners are now at the corners here with 2 outs in the 8th. Good piece of hitting there by Ronald Acuna. Probably should have went for a strikeout pitch, but I was hoping to get him to ground out there. Good job feeling that one by Starlin Marte. Braves keep this inning alive. And now Matt Olson, who has a home run on the day so far, steps into the box, going to take strike 1 there. That solo home run came in the 4th. This is the biggest at-bat of the game here. Braves fans on their feet. You can see them behind the plate. They are hyped. They know the importance of this at bat. 0-1 count here. And Riley now has it to 0-2 as Olsen can't catch up with the sinker. The pitch from Riley.
No, that's down.
Just misses down low for ball one.
That's a ball.
1-2 count now. 2-2. And that's a nasty pitch from Riley. And he gets one of the best hitters in baseball down on strikes. Big strikeout for the Mets. They're due up in the ninth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 52, Dylan Lee.
All right, in comes Dylan Lee here. He's going to start things off against Brett Beatty. I thought about bringing Vientos up right here, but we will stick with Beatty here in the 0-1 count. Beatty makes some excellent contact on this one. Perfect swing. Is it going to get out of the park? No. At the warning track, Brett Beatty's got to be, look at him, he's sick with himself. He knew he had one right there. You can't put a better swing on a baseball right there. But it will result in the first out here in the ninth. Is Nimmo going to take a slider on the inside part of the plate for a strike? It's now an 0-2 count as Nimmo fouls off the would-be strike. 0-2 count to the Mets center fielder. He's going to stare that changeup out of the zone. Slider, fastball, changeup are the pitches for Lee. 1-2 count. That one was close. Probably would have been a strikeout. Instead, it's going to result in a ground out as Nimmo hits it to third. Austin Riley makes the play, and there are two gone here in the top of the ninth. In steps Starling Marte. He has 2 walks on the day. 0 for 2 with a pop out. Lee gives up another good swing, and yet again the Mets can't do anything with it. It flew out to center. Michael Harris makes the catch. The Mets are going to face Riley, Azuña, and Albies in the bottom of the ninth.
Leading up for the Braves, the third baseman,
All right, so Rayleigh going to come out the game. Austin Adams going to come in here to face Austin Riley. Here's the first pitch from Adams. It's going to be a ball on the inside part of the zone. Austin Riley, of course, very familiar with those of you who have been tuning in with BYC Gaming for the last 12 months. Of course, we had him as our third baseman in our New York Yankees franchise last season. Nice slider for Adams to get back in this count. 2-1 count here. Alvarez awaits the pitch. It is upstairs for a ball. Adams needs a strike right here. He will get it. 3-2 count here to Austin Riley. Riley smokes one down the line. Thankfully, it will barely be foul. Gotta stay away from that location against Riley. That one fouled off here. 3-2 count remains. Eighth pitch of the at-bat on the way. This one smoked the shortstop. Francisco Lindor able to reel that one in. First out. Ozuna steps in here. 1 for 3 in today's ball game. First pitch from Adams to Ozuna. Low. It's going to be ball 1. Righty-righty matchup here in a tight game. 9th inning of work for both teams. This one's going to be roped to left, but it's going to be right at DJ Stewart. That'll be the second out here for Atlanta. Albies going to look at a ball on the outside part of the plate. 1-0 count. Braves have been very patient at the plate, same way the Mets have. They haven't drawn as many walks, but they are definitely making these Mets pitchers throw a lot of pitches. That fastball going to miss on inside. 2-1 count here to Adams from Adams. Gets Albies to foul that one off. 2-2 count on the way. That one's going to back Albies off of the plate. 3-2 count here. And Albies a little greedy on that one, swinging at something way out of the zone. Good job by Adams to come in the 9th and set the Braves down 1-2-3. Most importantly, with a big K to send it in the extras. We played 9, 1-1.
Number 56.
All right, so into the game now comes Penn Murphy. Okay, so Marte is at second. All right, might be a little risky, taking out a good hitter, but Harrison Bader is very valuable for this Mets team when it comes to running the bases here, as Jeff McNeil's going to step in. 2 for 4 on the day with a single and a solo shot, as we get an 88-mile-per-hour pitch right there from Murphy. The slurve is going to be nowhere near the zone. 2-0 count here. Keeping a close eye on Bader at second. Fastball going to be in there for a strike. 2-1 count here to Jeff McNeil. Tie game. Top of the 10th here. Bullet hit to Acuna. Yeah. We probably should have ran back. That was a great throw from Acuna. And just like that, the Mets are out of a chance to have that runner come home from second. That's a great throw from Acuna. I should have known better than to do that. I've seen enough Braves games to know what kind of work Acuna does in right field. Another good swing, not leading to a hit, and it's really killing us in this game. Pete Alonso has a double. He's the only other Met besides McNeil to get on base by way of a hit. Mets have stranded 12 runners on base. Alonso got thrown out at home. We just saw Bader get thrown out at third. And now 1-2 count here against Alonso. We know Pete can change the game with one swing of the bat. And that's what we're going to hope for here against Murphy here. 1-2 count here. Ooh. Tough pitch to hit right there. We're going to watch it go by. Mets are going to face Murphy, Williams, and Harris here in the bottom of the 10th. All right, the extra inning rules are in effect. Austin Adams still in this game. Pitcher getting tired, so we're going to warm up. Edwin Diaz, as well as Adam Ottavino. Right now, we're just hoping to keep this game going to the 11th here. Adams gets Murphy to foul off the slider there. 2-1 count here. Adams doing a very shaky job of throwing strikes right now. 3-1 count. Gets the count now full at 3-2. Adams with the pitch. This one is a bullet to right. I'm glad they didn't run home on that one because he would have been in there easily. So this is tough. I almost don't want to bring in Diaz right here. You know what I mean? Let's see, can we get Luke Williams out and then maybe have a chance for Diaz to pull off a double play situation here. The swing and a miss got there from Adams. 1-1 count. Oh no, that's game. Well, we played a good one, but probably left Adams in the game too long. Probably should have went with our closer right there. We're going to pay the price for it as the Braves are going to walk it off at Truist Park. They're going to regain first place here. Penn Murphy going to get the win. Austin Adams going to get the loss. That's a tough one to swallow. BDB, I blame you. You came in the chat talking that Braves stuff. Nah, I mean, that's a good win for the Braves. 2-1 as they walk it off against the Mets in extras. I'll be honest with you, I should have brought in Diaz. Shouldn't have left in Adams. That was a tough spot for him to get out of. Either way, it was a very good game. Mets letting down their pitchers, not getting a ton of run support. Either way, it was a good one. We'll stick around to see who the player of the game is. For us, it's got to be Jeff McNeil. He kept us in this game, did a good job, but for whatever reason, we just could not seal the deal, leaving so many runners on base. I almost don't want to hear the announcer say it again as we get a look at the opposite field hit there from Luke Williams, and the Braves walk it off. Fans sent home happy. 2-1 victory for the Braves. Player of the game, Matt Olson. Your winning pitcher, Penn Murphy. The Mets now tied 1-1 in the series with the Braves. We'll be back very soon to see what happens next in this series. We appreciate all of y'all for tapping in with us here at BYC Gaming. Hope that you tune in to all the games that we stream here in the New York Mets franchise series. We'll be back soon. Check out the BYC Gaming link tree. Much love. Peace. We gone.
We'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.